This is the Crimson Recap on the SVI Sports Network. Focus on Star Valley High School sports, scores, and highlights from the previous week. The Crimson Recap is presented by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free checking, with local branches in Afton and Alpine, and online at gofirstbank.com. And now, here's your host of the Crimson Recap, Jake Hibbard.
Welcome into the Crimson Recap. Well, we had some soccer happening over the weekend before the long spring break takes over. No track and field. We will be on break next week as well as, of course, all of you are on break, and happy spring break it is. But first things first, let's talk about soccer over the weekend, as Star Valley was able to get into the conference season with a couple of matches. On Thursday, they were home against Evanston, and on Friday, they took the road to go back to Sweetwater County, a place where there was a lot of snow the week before when they tried to play, as they took on the Rock Springs Tigers. Both of those conference meetups, and let's take a look at Thursday to start things out.
24. Caitlin Anderson lining up to kick the free kick. She's right at the 30.
Putting some pressure on Evanston's defense right here with this cross. What a cross. Great shot. Fantastic look.
Goal, Caitlin Andrews. You know, Corbin, I think we've played probably the last 10 minutes on our half of the field. Evanston doing a good job keeping the pressure on.
Yep. I think you're right as they come into the goalie box here. And it is a goal for Evanston.
Covering a piece of metal with a little piece of cloth doesn't make it any softer.
Yep.
Oh, no,
Evanston has the ball in the goal line. It's a shot, and it's a goal. Left foot goal for Evanston. Beautiful shot. Kayla Christiansen barely misses them. Close pass right there. That is very risky. Oh, and it's a goal. Wow. Great reading for Star Valley.
It was a tie at the end of regulation. Star Valley and Evanston finished at 2-2 onto the boys' side.
Beautiful crossover up on top of Bailey, and it's up on top.
They tend to finish.
It's a goal.
Goal for Star Valley Braves.
Great goal. A little bit of contact with Jesus and the goalie. Kind of unlucky, but it looks like it tipped over and went off the head of one of the Star Valley Braves players. I'm down in Star Valley's end and was able to capitalize and score off that, but then kind of switched in the second half, and Lady Braves played a really well game, brought up from a 2-1 lead to a tie.
Oh, here's an opportunity for the Braves.
And it's another goal!
Goal for Christoph Bueller.
Wow. What a shot, Christoph Bueller. Evanston's defense kind of struggling to communicate on Star Valley's offense as Colgren gets in the box. Tips it over to Christoph. Beautiful goal by Christoph. Holy cow.
There's another volley for Christoph. That'll bring.
So the Star Valley girls tie Evanston 2-2, and Willow Allman was that person you saw scoring the tying goal with 25 minutes left in the second half. And the boys picked up their first conference win, thanks to 2 Christoph Bueller goals and 1 assist in the shutout over Evanston. After a tie and a win on Thursday, let's go to Sweetwater County for the Friday matches against Rock Springs. You'll hear a lot of her name, Jordan Curtis, with that steal and high shot right over Mac's hands for the first goal for Rock Springs of the day. Would not be the last for Curtis as we flash forward just a couple of minutes later. There's a corner kick brewing for Rock Springs. Pops it up over the face of the goal, and who else? Jordan Curtis with her second goal of the game. Now it would take just a few minutes more before Rock Springs scored a third goal on Star Valley on this Friday. Things were not going Star Valley's way in this game. A little bit of a slide. Jordan Curtis, you see, stepping out to the right side, gets the sideline. She's already got 2 goals, says, what the heck? Pass it on forward, and that is Rebecca Rodriguez getting it right past the outstretched left hand of Mac, and Rock Springs took an early 3-0 lead in the first half. Now the lone goal for Star Valley in the half and game as it was came off this corner kick, and a little bit of confusion, some opportunistic play, and just over the face of the goal, good things happen as Star Valley would get within 2 goals. That would be the score at the halftime, and Going into the second half, Talia Knutson, she finished with 2 goals in the game, picking up her first one there on a long shot. 7-1 the final for Rock Springs over Star Valley. Curtis finishes with a hat trick. On to the boys, where we find ourselves about 20 minutes into the first half, and a long ball somehow chased down by the Rock Springs Tiger. He'll try to cross it to a man right in front of the goal. Oh, he misses, but there's Williams Mraz to clean up the mess and find the left post. First goal of the match goes to Rock Springs. Now we fast forward to the start of the second half, as we were 1-0 at the end of our first 40 minutes, and Williams Mraz again. You'll see him come up with the fancy footwork steal, cuts forward, on the run, shoots it, and goal for Rock Springs. That would be it for the match. Rock Springs takes this one 2-0, and the sweep for the girls and the boys on the day is complete. As we mentioned, those 2 goals by Mraz, the only for Rock Springs, and the hat trick for Jordan Curtis, as the girls for Rock Springs move to 3-1. The girls for Star Valley 1-1-2. Boys for Rock Springs and Star Valley now both sitting at 2-2 overall. And that was all we had on the sports schedule for Star Valley this past week. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for this week. Oh yeah, that's right. Absolutely nothing. Enjoy your spring break. We'll be off next week, but catch us again for another Crimson Recap in 2 weeks in April. See you then.